Hey y'all, it's Spiritual Life Coach 43, and I'm here to give you the karma reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini for the month of May, year 2024. Thank you to all my watchers, my subscribers, my viewers for always coming back and rocking with your girl and watching my videos. I appreciate all of your comments, your compliments, all your love and light. I wish you guys abundance at all times. Thank you guys so much for always coming back and tuning in. This karma reading, as all of them, are all about healing. And it's reminders that people who betrayed you and hurt you, they didn't get away with the injustice that they caused you guys in your lives, okay? So it's best to forgive. It's best to pray for these people. We don't wish bad on them. We hope that they change and heal and right the wrongs and become better people. But that does not excuse them from their karma, because God's karma does not miss. If anybody's interested in purchasing my any of my decks, please just let me know through the my email in the description box. Okay, under the video. Okay, let's jump into your reading, Gemini. I'm going to do the karma reading a little bit different because I am going to call out all of the zodiac signs, and then I'll close out your reading with a message from the Love and Light deck by Doreen Virtue. So let's jump in. The overall energy is you lost respect for them, and they know it. You lost all respect for them. The respect you have for them is gone. There, I'm seeing somebody hanging their head down low. When you respected them, they were able to get blessings and rewards. Now a lot of that's cut off. If you guys were dealing with an Aries, they know that you see them as very fraudulent. You see them as somebody who's very fake. You don't see them as truthful. You don't see them as a good person or even a kindred spirit. You don't feel like this person ever meant you well. If you guys were dealing with a Taurus, you see them as a pothead. They may like to smoke a lot, and it don't just have to be like pot, marijuana. It can be other things as well. You know, gummies is here, so maybe they were always chewing on these gummies or some kind of drug, or this is how they live their life, or they stayed around stoners a lot and they never got anything done. I'm not judging people. I'm just talking about basically you felt like they chose drugs over living real life and healing. A lot of people, engage in numbing. Yeah, so it's pretty sad how they run from their problems. And that's if you were dealing with a Taurus, you see them as a pothead. If you guys were dealing with another Gemini, someone told them not to mess with you, not to be with you. I'm hearing this on both sides of the coin. Somebody said, don't date you, don't be with you, don't befriend you, don't be around you, don't be in your company. But somebody else also told them, don't cross you, don't mistreat you. So you guys take that as it resonates. So they are thinking about that heavy. If you guys are or were dealing with a Cancer, they feel like even spirit sees them as a complete fool with a capital L. They feel like a loser, and they know that that's how you view them at this time, and probably always will. If you guys are or were dealing with a Leo, they are experiencing nightmares, could be night terrors. Um, I'm hearing tremors or something like that. Maybe they're like shaking in their sleep. The things that they are seeing is scary when them demons are after people. And I've seen this happen to other people where or I get to hear about it, and I've seen it and I've heard about it, where it gets back to me. When people do you wrong, a lot of times we don't see their karma unless God, make sure you see it. I usually see it for those who have wronged me. But it may get back to you. They call it through the grapevine. Somebody may converse and tell you that, hey, this person's screaming, they're having nightmares, they can't rest. That happens. That's the truth. I've seen people literally shake. We all have dreams that we don't like, or we get a heads up about something, crazy coming. But these people are getting these things because of the karma that they're reaping for hurting and betraying you. And it's heavy. So it's not good to see people screaming. I know the scream of terror. I will never forget it because I've heard somebody do it after they were mistreating me. So let me tell you something. That's a horrible place to be. It's almost like trapped in a nightmare and can't get out unless spirit lets you out. I've seen people literally like scream, and to the point where like they're sweating. They woke up like it was crazy. So they're going through it, no doubt about it, for hurting and betraying you. If you guys are or we're dealing with a Virgo, some of you guys will be getting alimony because they owe you, or they're gonna have to pay out some kind of money or alimony to other people that they've wronged as well. So if they didn't give it to you, usually if somebody takes from a good person, God will take from them money, resources, the things they love the most. That's what they'll lose. If you guys are or were dealing with a Libra who crossed you, you feel like they had way too many temptations. They were not willing to give up the streets, and they were very loose. They were very out here after every man, every woman. With those temptations comes demonic attachment. So they attach themselves to more demon like people, and that comes with more problems. So that's the only thing they added on was more problems in their life, in their world. So they'll see. It doesn't end well. If you guys are or were dealing with a Scorpio, at some point you feel like this is not it. This person is not the one. No matter if they're a soulmate, no matter if you feel like you guys had a mission together or a twin flame or something like that, you feel like it wasn't worth dealing with that person. They were too toxic. You were of the light, they're of the dark, and they were trying to pull you into the dark while you're trying to lift them into the light, and they wouldn't decide. So a lot of you guys asked Spirit to cut the cords, and I'm seeing like, God giving you the okay to go forward with your life because they didn't want to see you, drowning with this person or going down because this person's going down. They were supposed to step up. I'm seeing like a heavenly ladder. They were supposed to step up. It would have been like heaven to be with you. So, wow. If you guys are or were dealing with a Sagittarius, you feel like this person is not safe. You feel like they're very dangerous. You don't trust them. They may like knives or weapons. You just don't feel right around them. You don't feel safe. If you have children with them, make sure that you guys are in communication about what happens when, let's say there's two parents and they have to go be with mom or they have to go be with dad or somebody like that. You make sure that you ask kids, what's going on over there. Keep an eye out. Stay on alert, do what's safe, and always do what's best, even if you guys have to go through the courts or something like that. Keep it peaceful, keep it safe, and I always tell you guys, you already know what it is. I'll tell you, keep your pepper sprays as much as possible, and do what's best for you. This person could have been abusive or are, because you feel like they're dangerous. Like, the decisions they make are just, I'm hearing trifling. It's not good. If you are or were dealing with a Capricorn, you feel like this person is an attention getter. They'll do anything for somebody to just give them a few minutes of attention. I'm hearing they'll sell their soul. They'll sell out. They don't really care as long as somebody watch them. They'll do things just for clout, basically, and it's really sad. I feel like somebody lost you because they wanted. I'm hearing they were after. I'm hearing low class fame. I guess it may be fame from the internet, just being known, or just they wanted to be known in their circle of friendship group. Something weird like that. It's like they gambled to make an impression with people around them that barely even care about them, if at all. It's really sad. If you guys were or are dealing with an Aquarius, you feel like they were very egotistical and very conceited. This person may have always had a comb or a brush. They were always combing, brushing their hair, always in the mirror. They may have been very self-conscious, or they had this attitude as if they felt better than other people. Like if they had money, they looked down on people who didn't have it. If they had a car, they valued that car more than life, and all that kind of ridiculous nonsense. Everything belongs to God. People really should remember every piece of jewelry, every dollar, every cent, every car, every animal, every person, everything belongs to God. We're all renting from God, and you don't let possessions put you in a place where you feel superior to other people. We're all human beings. We all have lessons. We're all God's children. It's sad when people get addicted to things, or they let money and greed and belongings make them feel superior. We're all people. So they shouldn't be looking down on anybody. They may have made fun of you or others, maybe if you were in a place where you didn't have as much, or even if you did, they always look for a way to put you or somebody else down. It's really sad. I'm hearing this was a downer. like a Debbie Downer. You didn't like this person being around. They just don't have good energy. If you were or are dealing with a Pisces, Spirit wants you to know what is owed will be returned back to you. So whatever they stole, whatever they took, a lot of your beautiful energy, a lot of time, a lot of your love, a lot of money for some of you guys, and just different things that they took, because they definitely took you for granted. You're replenishing your energy as you love God and love yourself. You guys are getting things back. God always opens up new doors, new windows, new ways to get things. So you will get it back. Some things will be coming back from this person, and for others of you, it will come in other ways. Let me close out your reading with a message from the Love and Light deck by Jareen Virtue. You guys have the card Use Loving Strength and Discernment. I really like this deck as well. And it's Bible scripture, so I really love that. It says, although you're a kind and generous person, you also need to practice having healthy boundaries. The key here is love. Wisdom is knowing instinctively when saying no or yes is the loving choice. In life, we often feel torn between doing what others want us to do and doing what we know is right for us. We all have the ability to be discerning, but it takes great strength to deploy the skill, especially when others are pressuring us. Perhaps in childhood, we experienced peer pressure that sent us in an undesirable direction. From these experiences, we can learn to make better choices in the future. Praying for loving discernment is a good start. When we allow the wisdom of God to enter our hearts, we find the inner strength to use discernment for the highest good of all. We also find it easier to create and maintain healthy boundaries. From Galatians chapter 1 verse 10, it says, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. So please God, please yourself, and always use your discernment and do what's right to the best of your ability. Gemini, this has been your karma reading for the month of May, year 2024. I hope the messages in this reading resonate with all of you, as many of you as humanly possible. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and of course, forever abundance. God bless you guys. Bye, Gemini.